Hey, this is Mike O'Mara, and this episode is brought to you by Hulu Plus. With Hulu Plus, you get total control to watch thousands of shows wherever you want, whenever you want. Binge on full seasons and watch your favorite current shows like Community, South Park, Saturday Night Live, and more. Right now, my listeners can get an extended free trial of Hulu Plus by going to huluplus.com/Mike. That's huluplus.com/Mike.
Available on demand every day in iTunes and the Google Play Store and around the world on MikeOMaraShow.com. What more can we do for you? It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot. I'm distracted.
Hi.
Welcome, everybody.
Jesus Christ.
How you doing, buddy?
Hi.
I want to say welcome, everyone, to this episode.
Thanks, Rob.
of the Mike O'Mara Show.
Very kind of you. Make the time.
Come to rehearsal next time.
I was at rehearsal. I was just doing my impression of Oscar during the audio vault. It's a big day because, you know, I watch a lot of kids programming on television. Not for a creepy reason, but because my kids watch it. And
You have kids.
There is a new movie coming on Nickelodeon. It's called Nicky Deuce. And this means very little to you.
I did that last night.
No, this means very little to you. It stars the kid that played Gibby in iCarly, but the big deal about it is there's a lot of stars from The Sopranos on it. And as a get, I think he's just outside the door. Are you here, James?
Hey, who ate the ziti?
Oh no, I wanted
Come on.
I didn't want to talk. I didn't want to talk to Tony Soprano.
I don't care. I'm here.
I was hoping that maybe James Gandolfini would come in. Is he here as well?
Who ate all the pasta fazool?
I think Jimmy Cerrito did.
Come on now. Hey, how are you?
Well, here he is, Tony Soprano. You're in a new
Thank you
movie,
very much,
Tony.
and you're in it with Bobby Bacala.
Bobby Bacala's in there. Paulie's in
Paulie
it.
Walnuts is in
we
there.
got
All these
Paulie
kids,
Walnuts is in there. We got a bunch of, it's all the people that would. It's the people that like the Sopranos are gonna love this movie.
But it's Nicky Deuce.
Nicky Deuce.
But the thing about it's a kids movie.
It's a kids movie. It's lighthearted. It's not anything that you got to occupy your brain with. You can go to the theater. You can have a good time.
It troubles me though.
That wasn't
because
it troubled me. What?
because The
Why does it
Sopranos.
trouble you?
The
What's
Sopranos was not a kid show.
The Sopranos was a serious drama.
Well, it skewed adult.
It had moments though. It had moments that were fun.
But
It had moments
I'm
that-
not saying it's not fun.
Well, what are we arguing about?
I'm saying that you're on Nickelodeon. Your road to stardom was paved with the F word.
You need a few hours at the Bing.
You think I need that?
You need a few hours at the Bing.
And
you need to sit down and have some gizagas in your face.
Was the paycheck big enough to sell out?
No, to be honest with you. Well, I can't talk about. I just show up what I'm supposed to show up. My character shows up.
Your
when I'm
what?
supposed- my character.
I know you're.
James handles the other word.
Now,
That's the way.
is he here?
Of course, you want to talk to him.
I always do. This is great. This is the guy who plays Tony Soprano, James Gandolfini.
Good afternoon.
Hi.
Hi. How
Good
are you?
afternoon, Mr. Gandolfini.
This is not something I'm really proud of, but
What?
Well, one has to pay the light bill, doesn't one?
Yes, one does, but
Yeah.
you're not pleased with your work in Nicky Deuce?
Nicky Deuce, and I just suffice it to say, it's not a tour de force.
Well, you're surrounded by many of your favorite cohorts.
The nostalgia element of the piece was fun.
Yes.
But I'm not thrilled about it. I'm not thrilled about doing the project. I wish that I had more opportunities.
What do you miss?
Unfortunately, I don't. They're not knocking my door down.
James, do you miss working with Edie?
Edie Falco is her writing and her acting style delicious.
Because she's Nurse Jackie, right?
She's a fabulous performer and does a great job on Nurse Jackie. But we're going to reprise Tony for a brief
back?
moment. Yeah, you want me to bring him back?
Well, he never left. Oh, I guess he did. He's coming back in. Hey,
in
Tony.
What an ass! What an a-hole! What a total a-hole he is! He's such a total
Mr.
a-hole.
Soprano.
Hello, Oscar.
Has
How you
James?
doing, my man?
I'm great, thank you.
Good to see you. Keeping it tight.
I'm keeping it tight.
Keeping it tight.
Hey, I saw you in the Nicky Deuce promo. You don't look like
I
you're
don't keep it tight.
No, it's very loose.
No, I like my eating. Come on. Lasagna, ziti.
Have you thought about working for Jerry?
Jerry?
Anytime? Yeah, from Jerry's Pizza.
I thought you meant Jerry's kids.
No.
No, Jerry's Pizza. You mean doing the commercials?
Yes.
Ooh, Jerry?
Yes.
I'll take away. The money's green. I'll do it. It doesn't matter to me.
You do all that stuff?
Write a check.
Hey, I talked to your
Write a check. I'll be fine with that,
I talked to your partner, James Gandolfini.
Yeah,
and I wanted
Mr. Fancy Pants.
And I wanted to bring up something that I always like to discuss with you.
Sure.
Do you remember when you worked with Carmela and you boned her in the pool?
Oh, man. It was a very difficult time.
Why?
Well, you got cameras. You got cameras all over the place. James thought it was sensitive. I'm not an actor. I'm not an actor. What an ass he is. Hey, James, come on in here. Talk about the pool.
Do you remember the pool scene, James?
I do.
You remember? And I won't say that you were with Carmela. You were with Edie Falco.
I was indeed.
Yes.
She's lovely, and she was very sensitive. And the pressures of a love scene are very significant, and especially in cold water.
Yes. Do you at your
If
home?
you know what I mean.
James, when you're home,
There is a bit of a shrinkage.
No shrinkage?
A shrinkage factor.
do you take Showtime in your home?
Yes, well, I get all the channels. I like to keep up on what the other actors are doing.
Do you look at Nurse Jackie?
Not really. It's too painful.
Does Tony?
Tony, he watches everything on television. He primarily, I think, well, you have to ask him.
All right, Tony.
I don't watch that crap. I watch the History Channel, the military channel.
That's what you watch?
I call it the Hitler Channel.
Do you watch dirty shows?
I watch porn.
Really?
Occasionally. I get pay-per-views.
What about like softcore? Do you ever watch like
I watch
co-ed confidential?
Right now, I'm watching Brazzers.
Oh, that's
Brazzers.
quite an outfit.
Oh man, that's great. They do so many weird things.
Yeah,
Dirty things.
Dirty things.
I like watching.
Do you
that.
think your partner watches that?
My partner?
Yeah, Jim Gandolfini.
Let me ask him. I believe that pornography is completely filthy.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. You can listen to the Mike O'Mara Show at www.mikeomarashow.com.
Stay tuned for an outstanding entertainment program.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Let's get down to business.
From the entertainment capital of the world.
What? I don't understand you then. What must be over for July?
When we get out of that snowy field.
When I was out, we were onto a can of peas, a big dish of peas when I said in July.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes, always. I'm always past that.
You are.
Yes. Well, that's about where I say in July.
You emphasize a bit in July.
Why? That doesn't make any sense. Sorry. There's no known way of saying an English sentence in which you begin a sentence with in and emphasize it. Get me a jury and show me how you can say in July, and I'll go on you. That's just idiotic, if you'll forgive me by saying so. That's just stupid. In July. I'd love to know how you emphasize in July. Impossible. Meaningless.
I think all they were thinking about was that they didn't want to...
He isn't thinking. This is a very wearying one. It's unpleasant to read. Unrewarding. This is a lot of shit, you know that.
You're emphasizing prairie fed.
But you can't emphasize beef. That's like his wanting me to emphasize in before July. Come on, fellas, you're losing your heads. I wouldn't direct any living actor like this in Shakespeare. Will you do this? It's impossible.
Orson, you did 6 last year, and I know the reason.
The right reading for this is the one I'm giving it. I spent 20 times more for you people than any other commercial I've ever made. You are such pests. Now, what is it you want?
No, I think...
In your depths of your ignorance, what is it you want? Whatever it is you want, I can't deliver because I just don't see it. You can give me worth it. No money is worth it.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. Mike O'Mara, Rob Spiewak, Oscar Santana. And now, from his easy chair, here's Mike.
Yes, Orson Welles was here yesterday.
Yeah, I saw a little of him.
During a little narration session I had. No!
What was it in the depths of your ignorance?
I kid because I love...
I thought you did a great job yesterday.
Thank you very much. Rob and I are working on a little project that you're going to see.
It's a super secret project.
Not only on TV, but maybe in the movies.
Yes, see you. Save us an aisle seat.
You might be able to see it in the theater. And what better place is there to see anything on screen than in a darkened theater?
It goes. That tradition goes back, Mike, to 1000 BC.
Live from Studio 1K in the Fiberplex Broadcast Center, this is the Mike O'Mara Show. We are downloaded worldwide 18 million times and powered by Encore Insurance. We're at MikeO'MaraShow.com, 102.9 FM WTNT in Washington, D.C., and the mighty 1630 KC Jaja in Iowa. Today is Wednesday, June 5th, 2013, and our show is brought to you by... simply the finest grilling accessory known to mankind.
What is that?
I speak, of course, about the Man Grate.
Oh, I've heard of this. I've heard
Love
of this.
them.
Yeah.
Hey, Jimmy.
Hi.
You know, Father's Day is coming up fast.
Yes, I need 2 more Man Grates, Marine.
And you're a father, and you do need Man Grates. They're made in America. They're 100% American cast iron grilling accessories, and they are revolutionizing.
Yes, you're not overstating it.
The way people grill steak,
chicken, veggies.
Anyway,
Buffalo wings.
Man Greats does them all. Can you put buffalo wings on the grill?
Absolutely.
I suppose you
Why
can.
not?
Yeah,
Of
that's
course.
right. With Man Greats you can. They bring steakhouse quality to your house. Named one of the best grilling accessories by Men's Health magazine. Oscar actually crafts these in his bedroom.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, it's
They're
really
wonderful.
dusty
He
right
picked
now.
up a
the
used,
high season.
He picked up a used smelter.
Yes, it's wonderful.
Picked it up on eBay.
Yeah, there's smoke
Smelt some.
pouring out of his window.
Oh,
in
he
the middle of
vented
Glover Park.
it. He vented it, so it goes outside.
Palladian crafted, American made.
Get your Man Great today. Go to mangrate.com, enter the code TMOS, and you will get our special price, just $19.99, and the custom grill brush.
You know, it's really great. I went to the dentist last week, and he said, Rob, you have really groovy molars. I said, well, you're out of sight, too. But he said, no, you have grooves in it. I said, the Man Great is the greatest for getting the plaque out of my teeth.
The Man Great Grill Enhancement System, we thank you in advance. And we are joined on today's show in advance of the Ride for the Warriors coming up Saturday by the host with the most, the man with the finest emporium for alcohol imbibement in the state of Virginia.
It has been said it is impossible to not have fun when you go to his place.
He is the man with the plan. Not only does he have fine libations, but just terrific Buffalo-style pub food.
Yes.
For every taste imaginable, including poutine, beef on weck, all the Buffalo specialties, burgers, fries, absolutely incredible. I'm talking about the one, the only, my buddy, Mr. James Cerrito from Jimmy's Old Town.
Hey, what's happening, everybody?
How
Nice
is
to
it
be
that-
home. Nice to be here.
How
Great
did you
to
not-
have you here.
You didn't
Yeah.
mention the Jim Chos.
The what?
Jim Chos,
Jim
the
Jim
pierogies
Chos.
and kielbasa.
His version of nachos are called Jim Chos.
I had no idea.
Haven't you ever read the
Well,
menu?
when you've gotten all the free meals Rob has,
Yes.
you know what's on the menu.
Yes, Rob never pays at Jimmy's.
We'll bring
Never
you your
has.
own little plate, Mike.
And Horny Bob Spiewak doesn't pay at Jimmy's either.
Oh, he
Doesn't?
pays. He pays with something much more dear than money.
What does he use?
I don't know. What the hell does that mean?
His seed.
Mark, would you be a dear and hand me the
Yes.
the remote control because
you never asked.
I'm already warming up in here.
It is warm in
it's
here,
getting
sir.
a tad
So warm.
so
Cozy.
let's
Oscar
now
loves it.
it's warm in here now, but the forecast for Saturday for the Ride for the Warriors, benefiting the Special Operations Warriors Fund. Here's the forecast I'm looking at.
Yes.
Sunny and
Yes.
82 degrees, which is flawless bike
Perfect.
weather.
Perfect.
Absolute perfection with weather. I am so excited about that.
We're in the alley all day long.
Oh, and it's going to be so perfect.
Perfect.
To be outside. I'm not going to want to go inside all day. And you set up that fantastic spread outside with the buffet, and you have all the great food. What's on the menu for this coming Saturday?
we are
Jimmy's Old
grilling
Town?
buffalo wings on Man Grates.
Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
you are.
With
And
our
you'll still-
homemade barbecue sauce.
You'll still
That's-
toss them in your right sauce, right? And that's they're going to be amazing.
We'll do both.
Oh God,
we'll
it's
mix
the
it
best.
up.
I have
We're doing
to-
a beef barbecue.
I have to
and
ask you
lots
about
of grilled
something
items.
you have on your menu because when I went there Memorial Day weekend, I tried something I have never tried at your place, and you offer
Sobriety?
Thank you.
that
That
was actually hilarious.
really stopped me in my tracks. 'cause it makes me so sad.
No, don't be sad. Make you. Oh, he's so happy.
It really makes me sad.
Think
Don't
about all
be
the
sad.
good karma you're creating right now.
I know, you're right. I'm going to be lovable and wonderful, and I'm
Yeah.
going to play some music. But
You know, Oscar and I have a $50 bet about your sobriety, and I when I found out you would be at Jimmy's this weekend, I asked for a $20 buyout.
I'm going to be fine. Sober. I will be drinking
Like a
my
judge.
soda water and lime.
Me too.
And maybe we can come up with some low-calorie, sort of non-alcoholic
Organic
beverage for me,
vodka.
Jimmy, on
A
Saturday.
non-alcoholic drink?
A non-alcoholic beverage that
like
that will,
guava and tonic.
that'll look.
What
like,
is there?
That'll look like I'm drinking something. You know?
How about a
we'll-
low-cal gin?
I have it for you. We'll take an O'Doul's and pour it in a glass.
That's perfect.
there you go.
Everybody will think you're tying one on.
That's
And tasty,
perfect.
too.
That's what we will do.
And we'll really pour Yingling in there.
I actually like O'Doul's.
Sure you do.
I do.
Drink 6 really fast and you'll catch a buzz.
Really?
Yeah, they do have booze in them. A little bit of alcohol. Just a little, though.
$50.
Like
So it
NyQuil.
doesn't count.
It counts.
See, when he says that, I'm like the terrible raging alcoholic.
But that's really good. You drink 6 really fast, you catch a buzz, and then your stomach explodes because you just drank 6 beers really fast.
Mike, we have some food items that have booze in them, too. So,
That doesn't
like
count.
the Captain Morgan
Can
rum
we
sauce.
stop talking about booze for a second,
I
please?
agree. This is ridiculous.
I want to talk about food because at your Memorial Day celebration.
Big day, by the way. It's fantastic.
Let's talk about food. A bon.
Oh, my bum bum.
I wish you could have seen Oscar's face when you said, "Can we stop talking about booze?" He looked at you like, "Who's he kidding?"
Look at these trousers. They
Painful.
fit so nicely.
I may need a new belt.
I buy it. I've lost so much weight, I might need a new belt. Now, Memorial Day.
What food did you have on Memorial Day?
I did not expect, you don't expect this when you order this, but I said, you know what? I haven't had one in a long time. I'm going to get a Jimmy's dog. A hot dog. Where in the name of God?
Oh, you got it outside?
Yes.
It's a big one, isn't it?
Where do you get those? Not only the size of them, they are amazing.
It's a hot dog.
They are the most delicious hot dogs I have ever tasted in my life.
Yes.
Where do you get them?
We get them from China.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No,
They're importing everything.
China. That's not funny.
Freezer container?
It's about 30 inches long, this hot dog, and see, he's not, I'm trying to help his cause
And
here.
really not helping his business.
No, it's not. We're not helping it.
Counterproductive.
The
James.
dog was absolutely
We're known
amazing.
for them.
Are you really?
No, we don't have those on our menu. We have the tavern dog on our menu, which is more girth.
Okay.
Hey, now.
Okay.
Hey,
You know about
baby.
that.
All
But
right.
for the special...
Yeah. Wow.
Yes, one a day, please. And then for the special events, such as alley parties...
Where you cook out in the alley, where you're,
then
you
we do the
outdoor
long
cooking. Oh.
Then it's more of the length.
Rob,
that
I
counts.
swear to God.
I'm a hot dog aficionado. I will weigh in on this.
The flavor of this hot dog, because you
Put
think...
Weber's mustard on it, by the way. That's a buffalo mustard.
Really?
Weber's mustard.
So are you gonna have those on Saturday? Mm-hmm. Oh my God, it's so good.
Well, where
It's
do
so
you
good.
get them? You don't need to tell us the brand.
How many?
or anything. Where do you get them?
I don't know.
How many do you think you're going to eat?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna eat 10.
I think we get them from
Maybe
a
2.
vendor.
Really?
They're all beef.
4?
All beef
They're
kosher?
beef,
Yeah.
yes.
Will you stop it?
We could eat 4 together. We'll have a hot dog eating
lick
contest.
it. You could just lick it.
Right.
You can lick.
Yeah,
it
you could
like
lick
that.
the Weber's mustard.
We have a link to the hot dogs.
I get it.
So getting back to the ride. Ride for the Warriors. The Ride for the Warriors
I'm
begins at 8 a.m. in the parking lot of Patriot
Yes.
Harley Davidson. And we're, just as we had predicted, we're getting lots of last-minute pre-registrations, and that's starting to grow and grow and grow because people are starting to look at the weather forecast, and I'm cautiously optimistic about a tremendous turnout, but I still want you to, make sure you tell your friends, tell everybody that rides a bike. We're trying to raise some good money for the Special Operations Warrior Foundation.
What is it about the biking community that makes them a nation of procrastinators?
I don't know, Rob. I think it's you wake up.
But it's typical. It happens
look at
all
the
the
weather.
time. Yeah.
I know that
They
I
watch the weather.
I
could
know
be.
I have participated in events, on a Saturday, and I'll look at the forecast on Friday afternoon. And I'll say, I'm going to roll out there and be there on Saturday. But we're getting some good pre-registrations for this.
Good.
And it starts. Get to the parking lot between 8 and 10 on Saturday morning. That's our registration, and then we send you out at 10. And it's a beautiful ride through the Northern Virginia countryside. We're going to stop at Lion and Bull. Correct, in Haymarket, Virginia.
Haymarket, yep, that's right. And then Buffalo
It's a great
Wild
place.
Wings.
Buffalo
in
Wild
Leesburg.
Wings.
That's
in
another place.
Leesburg. We're going to have 2 routes. We're going to have the direct route, and we're going to have the circuitous route, where you can just enjoy a nice long ride. That's a new option for this ride, which I'm
Really?
excited
Now, the
about.
circuitous
What-
route,
what
that's
about
the
this-
one that goes through Carhenge?
It goes through the cicada forest.
The cicada?
It goes through the
Cicada
Cicadas?
What's wrong with that?
It's cicada.
Oh, well,
And by the way, there are none.
Cicada.
they're out there.
Where are they?
Those cicadas are louder than the bikes.
They are in pockets of the area around us. They are
But
not
all over
they're
my
not
house.
here.
No, in the battlefield they are.
Really?
Yeah, because when I walk out of a building, I sit there and I'm like, this sounds eerie. Like aliens are coming.
Are they southern or northern cicadas in the battlefield?
That's the
What
only
do you
thing that
think?
could go wrong. We'll be attacked
I
by
know.
cicadas.
cicadas, not cicadas, Jimmy.
Thank you.
Cicadas. Hey, Mike,
Thank you.
don't smile or you'll get
Cicada.
cicadas in your teeth.
So it's going to be a great day, and it's this coming Saturday, starting
Yes.
at 8 a.m. You probably get to Jimmy's around 12:30, and then
Okay.
and then Jimmy's going to have that great all-you-can-eat buffet for riders, and people can just show up at your
Yes.
place too, right, on
Yes,
Saturday.
please. Absolutely.
So even if you're a non-rider, come to Jimmy's, and we'd love to get a donation for the cause, and we'd love you to hang out. Jimmy's got bands all day long. They start at I think 2:00. The bands start.
Well, Julie Fanning is bringing her new band, Scorned and
Yeah.
Played.
Great band. Yay.
And she says they're going to be amazing. They're very excited about
I've
it.
seen
And
them.
they're bringing their friends, the Bonneville Blues Band, which are well known in the Northern Virginia area for blues lovers. And loyal listener Dave Morgan brings us his friends. They're called The Box from Reston. It's a band called The Box. And they'll be
I think outside of them.
The Box.
and
Oh.
We're not doing that.
Is that
the party
exit or
keeps
enter?
going. We will be featuring our Jimmy's Old Town Tavern Blues Band with
Are you a
guest
part of that?
appearance by drummer Mike O'Mara.
I don't know yet.
Oh, I think it's necessary.
Couple of duels and you're up there.
I don't know if I'm going to do
Is
that.
Uncle Dave going to be there?
Oh, he'll be right next to Mike all day.
I like Uncle Dave.
I got an urgent
Don't worry, he
message.
doesn't listen. You can say anything you want.
What a hump.
I got an urgent message last night. You know who else will be at Jimmy's?
Who?
Chuck and Barb.
Moody's?
Yeah, the Moody's will
Hell
be there.
yeah.
All
Hide
afternoon.
the hush puppies.
Their
saw
son
her-
will be
I-
cooking.
I saw her registration come through last night.
Oh,
very kind
fantastic.
of
That's good.
The
Good
bottom
Mike.
line is this is all, and I say it in other locations. I don't say it here enough, but this benefits the Special Operations Warrior
Yes.
Foundation. If I can just say on my show, I've said on a lot of other shows, I've talked about it, but the thing that's great about this organization is they focus on education. And the Special Operations Warriors are the first responders. They're the Navy SEALs. They're the Rangers. They're the guys that go in first. And because of that, they get a lot of casualties. And this is a group that was I was made aware of by John Murphy, president of the Harley Owners Group, who's instrumental in putting the volunteers together for the ride on Saturday. And he told me, this is a group that can use your help. And I was all in, and I'm very excited about it because they focus on education. If, God forbid, one of these warriors is lost in a combat situation, they will provide scholarships and education for the sons and daughters of these individuals. They also offer free educational counseling for the families of Special Operations Warriors, and if one of these guys is injured in battle, they will provide direct financial assistance as well. So
Wow.
it's a three-pronged group, charity that benefits the Special Operations Warriors, and we want to raise a whole bunch of money on Saturday.
Or moolah.
Moolah.
I thought that's what you were
Bread.
going for.
Moolah.
Not only does this event raise money by your $20 contribution, which to me, when you get your T-shirt, when you pre-register, it's
$20
free,
minimum.
and it's $20 minimum, and it also gets you the all-you-can-eat buffet at Jimmy's.
Yeah.
So you're getting, if you pre-register, you're getting the free T-shirt and you're getting the all-you-can-eat buffet. But I will tell you, we also need to raise a lot of money with our raffle, and we're going to have a fantastic raffle.
I got it.
Okay.
Aaron's Sales and Lease, our good friend Tim Swisher. He's bringing the TV. There'll be a big flat screen TV out there.
Fantastic.
Raffling off
Hell
a
yeah.
flat screen TV.
Shop
and,
at Aaron's,
We've also
everybody.
got other items. Patriot is contributing.
Of
some
course,
money.
we've got Patriot, and they'll have gift certificates and also prizes from their shop. We've got Colgan Power Sports, and we should also mention Man Great and
A grill brush.
and Encore. Well, Man Great will be
Clean your bike
giving
with it.
away-
Attendance.
as well. They'll be giving away product as well, but they and Encore both have supported us by paying for these shirts that we can give away to all the registered
That's
Nice.
people.
fantastic.
And that
Yeah.
means,
That's cool.
So is it okay to
That's
say you don't
beautiful.
have to pre-register? You get the T-shirt anyway if you show up.
I was going to talk to you about that. That's totally up to you. I think it would be a great idea.
If you want to
That
make
would
an
be
extra
cool.
donation, if you're showing
Yes.
up the day of the event, that would be cool. But I think we, you sign up for the ride, you give us your $20, we'll get you a T-shirt.
It's going to be a great day. Please arrive in a generous mood.
And I really am excited. Your alley out there in Old Town Herndon, it's just, especially with a day like
We
this.
spruced it up for this summer. Did you see the new
Yeah.
stage we
It looks
built out
beautiful.
there?
Yeah.
It's just fun, and it's just so cool. It's got kind of a downtown D.C. feel, that rally in the alley they used to have.
That's what it is.
Yeah, but you
It's
don't
really
get
what it
mugged
is.
at this one.
Which you
is
got to stay
nice.
past dark.
I'll be good.
So it's music all day, and I'm going to be hanging out all day because
Yes, what
You're
happened?
blowing off the graduation.
yes, I will not be attending my daughter's graduation.
Well, I'm glad you have
What
priorities.
priority, yes.
Well, they're sold out.
No,
Graduation is sold out.
It's true.
I spoke
Graduation
to my daughter.
had half day.
I spoke to my daughter
How'd you
last
mess
night.
that one up?
Okay, let me get a word in edgewise.
Speak
Jesus
up.
Christ!
Jeez.
God, the two of you! I tell you, put a sock in it. I called my daughter last night, and the graduation is not Saturday night; it's Friday night.
Hey,
So I'm all in
That's terrific.
on Saturday. You don't care. I do. You're just babbling away with your buddy Jimmy here. Yes, Oscar. Thank you for raising your hand.
Where was the scheduling conflict? Because I remember for about 2 months you said, typical. Her graduation's the same day as my ride.
I think this would just be my opinion because
Yes.
I can't give you a correct answer. I don't know the answer, but I will tell you that I think that I am the optimistic fatalist.
You are too.
I really think I am.
I get it from
think
you.
In my brain,
you created it.
I looked
Thank
at
you.
the weekend. It was way out back in March when
Yeah.
I'm looking at the weekend, and I went, Of course it is.
Yep.
And I didn't process the fact
contagious.
that Saturday was the ride and Friday night was the graduation ceremony. So
Win-win.
It is.
It is.
Shut up. It is a total win. It is a
Could
total
you
win.
imagine if you hadn't looked at the calendar and not talked to anybody and you showed up on Saturday?
You know,
It would be Mike O'Mara,
Friday.
coat and tie in an empty stadium.
they don't live under my roof. They don't live under my roof.
That excuse is feeble at best.
So when I called,
You would have done that.
I'm talking to Elizabeth, and she says, "Okay, Dad, and the graduation starts on Friday." I said, "Wait a minute, Friday?" And I said, "Friday." That's the way I speak to my daughter. Friday. And why I'm dealing with the little one, I don't know. I should be talking to the older one.
Yeah.
Who's got her big dinner tonight. We're having the big dinner for her.
It's like dealing with her people.
And so she said, "No, Dad, it's Friday at 7. Well, I thought it was Saturday at 6.
Can't you just see Mike at like 5:45 walking into the football stadium,
Yeah.
coat and tie,
Carla,
maybe flowers?
we're late. You know I don't like being late.
Okay, here we go. Hey, I'm here to watch Catherine O'Mara graduate. Hello?
The lot's really empty.
We got great parking.
I see a janitor.
Hello? Catherine? Elizabeth? Is there supposed to be a graduation here? I raced home from my motorcycle ride and I put my suit on and
There's no bunting.
where's the bunting? Where's the band? Where's the gown? Cap and gowns? What the hell is going on? Oh my God, it was yesterday!
That would have been so horrible.
Awful.
Probably nothing.
Are you sure about this?
Deal
now?
breaker.
about the graduation?
You're sure about all these?
Because you would have gotten a call on Friday. Hey, Dad, where are you?
Yeah, like about 6:20.
Oh, no.
It would have been during when the whoever the
Watching.
person is doing the commencement address is going.
Yeah.
Where are you, man? Do you know what I'm doing for the first time? I'm doing it right now.
You're double checking.
I'm actually double checking it.
Are you going to CatherineO'Mara.com?
Let's see. Going to the high school. Let me see.
Yeah, a Friday night graduation. I've never heard of that. Usually
Did
it's
I
Saturday
go under
morning.
activities?
Yes. Why wouldn't they have a big banner at the top that tells parents what's what?
Athletics, class information.
Disc jockeys, click here.
Hold on. Athletics, class information, clubs, fine arts, publications, music,
Part-time fathers,
and
click
theater. Part-time. Shut up, Oz.
Is there a search engine? Because you could search graduation.
Where does it say that?
Well, I said, is there a search engine?
Yeah, graduation
What,
and then the
search
high
engine
school
on my
name.
computer?
On Google.
On
the website, is
Yeah.
there a field where you can
Yeah.
search for
Like
specific
on
things?
the internet.
Oh, hold on. Okay.
What you want to do is use your random access memory and just click
Yeah,
through.
work with your RAM.
It doesn't seem to be available.
Oh, yeah, because I think I graduated on Saturday morning.
Ah,
Really?
Here we go.
Yeah.
We had
Calendar.
an evening in, yeah.
Calendar.
Okay,
Calendar.
community calendar.
All right.
I always love the community calendar.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show's award-winning community bulletin board.
Isn't there an invite on your kitchen table or something you can look at?
Friday the 7th.
Oh, there we go. Okay,
Good.
big winner.
Of August.
Big winner.
My daughter's
Big winner.
Kettle Run High School graduation, 6 p.m., Cougar Stadium.
Oh, you had a different time.
They're trying to kill me.
Oh, my God.
6
But the good thing is, Mike, at Cougar Stadium, all the older mothers get in free.
At CougarLife.com.
That's right.
High
Terrible joke about high school.
Jimmy, you've been through this, right?
Yes,
You,
recently.
as a parent, from the time your kids are little, you have to be diligent to get the information.
Don't always trust them.
They're not going
Right.
to be forthcoming with. It's ridiculous.
Well, it's going to be crowded. They don't want everyone to show.
It's really-
It's like
Thank-
overselling an
You do
airplane.
it with your
Thank God
kids.
I stay in the same house with my kid.
Are they? You a-hole.
That wasn't subtle.
Wow. That was not subtle. No, as a matter of fact, yesterday
helps.
Julia got a citizenship award. He's just so sad.
You're right, Jimmy.
I'm sorry.
My children are the products of a broken home. You don't.
Most
have to
of us
remind
are.
me.
Most of us are.
I am racked with guilt. I
Well, you're starting a new family. Who's the priority now? Let's be honest.
Who's the priority in the casino? Mikey's the priority.
Yes. you have another
Yesterday,
one.
Julia won a citizenship award, and there was a ceremony after school. I went and got the mail yesterday when I left her session. I got the letter announcing it yesterday.
They
just
Yeah.
don't do it right.
They don't, and schools don't do this, so you have to be diligent.
So-
So I'll be putting a call in when I see my daughter tonight at 6:00. I'll be saying, is it really 6:00 or is it 7:00?
Just get
She'll
there
say,
early.
"Oh, Dad."
right.
Get there early because traffic too on a Friday. Traffic out that way.
Oh, I cannot imagine. You got to leave early.
yeah,
4
leave at
o'clock.
3.
Yeah, we might want to do the show at 7. That
3
day.
for a 6:00 graduation.
You got to go in rush hour that way.
Oh, he's right.
I'm not kidding.
And
Don't
you're going
be
to be
late to
out.
this.
And you know what? You're
I got
gonna
the time.
You're going to be out of your mind if you're late.
I don't care.
What you can do is
And
listen.
they have bike parking.
Really?
Yeah, that'll be nice.
Take
Right
the
on the
motorcycle
lawn.
with the pregnant wife on the back of it.
Listen to the Rob Spiewak show during your commute.
Thanks, Rob. Let's take a break. Speaking of pregnant wife, Jimmy's got a gift for the baby.
Yes.
That and more fun. And we'll talk about steroids in baseball when we come back on the Mike O'Mara Show. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. This segment is brought to you by Weight Not. There is a range of Weight Not activities to fit most any budget. Weight Not programs can start as low as $5 a day. That is about the cost of a gym membership, and you can accelerate your weight loss based on the pace you like and your budget.
You know, there is an actual extra Weight Not success story in the studio right now.
Really?
Jimmy did
Oscar,
great on
looking
Weight
good.
Not. No,
Thank
Jimmy
you.
did great on Weight Not. How much did you lose?
When I did it, I lost 1 pound a day for 53 days, and they said stop.
Yeah, he looks great. Jimmy looks
So
beautiful.
I've gained a few back because
No, but you
I
still
don't want to
look-
look sick. Or
but
anything.
you look awesome.
You look
Don't
really
want to
good.
look sick.
Yeah.
What a
That has-
stirring endorsement.
That has little to do with Weight Not and a lot more to
It's
do
easy
with
to do, Rob.
liquor consumption.
Weight Not lets
It's
you
easy
eat
to follow.
the real natural foods you can find in any grocery store. No packaged meals, no
Yeah.
meal replacements, no prescriptions, no stimulants, nothing artificial. It's safe, and you can lose weight fast and keep it off. Weight Not has helped thousands. Read the success stories on the Weight Not Facebook page. To find out more, visit weightnot.com. Weight Not, show us what you're made of.
You know, there are Weight Not friendly meals at Jimmy's Old Town Tavern. You can get the beef on weck, skip the roll, get broccoli on the side. That's perfectly balanced.
Let me tell you what, the grilled buffalo chicken
It's
sandwich.
perfect, yeah.
Grilled
Awesome.
buffalo
That
chicken
sounds amazing.
salad.
You stay right on plan.
I wish it was Saturday now. Anyway,
Put wing sauce on anything.
welcome back to the show. We'll talk about this latest potentially massive scandal in Major League Baseball that was broken by ESPN earlier today, involving lots of different players in Major League Baseball, including A-Rod, who's just a bad guy.
I don't believe
You're
it.
not a
Like, any
fan,
way
are
you
you?
slice it. No, I'm not. I think he's a dink. But before we do that, it's gift time.
Yay!
Oh,
Jimmy, what did
presents.
you bring?
I
Gift
brought-
corner. Okay, can you describe how big the package is first, please?
It's massive. It's about 3 feet tall.
I'd say it's taller than that.
Should I open the little
Yeah,
one
you
first?
can open the little one first. I also have an envelope over here, which is a little past due for helping Haitian angels.
Oh, thank you,
So
Jimmy.
who do I get this to? It's
So
a check
kind of
for $100 from Jimmy's Old Town.
Thank you.
Thank
That's
you
very
very
nice.
much.
now, why weren't you at the baby shower?
Because I wasn't diligent.
As the French say, diligent.
What does that even mean?
He and Mo were hungover. They forgot.
We get invited to so many things. It's hard to keep track of all of our.
All right, so this is Buffalo Bill's wrapping paper.
That's right.
And it's got a Jimmy's envelope.
You're going to love it. Carla's going to love this, Carla.
All
You're
right,
going to love
Let
it.
me open it up, see what we got here. Hold on a second.
Take your time.
Get your camera
It's
zoomed
an
in over there,
envelope
Ronnie.
of Jimmy's Old Town signature baby formula.
A diaper?
Just add vodka.
Hold on, it's very well wrapped.
Interesting.
It is,
Do you love it? Do you love it?
What is it?
It's a Jimmy's Old Town Tavern t-shirt.
Oh, that's
Do
awesome.
you see what it says?
That's okay. Jimmy's Old Town Tavern regular.
Future regular.
That's awesome.
Future regular. Oh, there's future on the top.
And you know what's great is when
fantastic.
when your son outgrows that, he can give it to Oscar.
I wish
You can let Frankie wear it.
I could dream of that.
That is
Size.
fantastic.
That is so cute.
That is great, Jimmy. I
Do you need
That's
help with the big
from-
package?
Yeah,
Maureen and
Oscar,
myself.
go ahead and open
Got
up
it.
the big.
You're
He had a
gonna-
nickel
thanks.
for every time
You like
someone
to
asked
open
him that.
That's wonderful stuff.
Hey, Mike, do you need help with your big package?
It's a big box.
Yeah, my giant package.
I want to tell you that I ran out to Walmart last night just to get that big package for you.
Let's see what we got here.
I did not buy the moose thing.
Oh, it's a wagon. It's a little red wagon.
Oh, and it's the real deal. It's a radio flyer.
the
Nice
all-American, all-terrain steel and wood wagon for the baby.
Come on, baby.
That's awesome.
I will be pulling the little guy
You can share it with them.
around, like when they're pulling me.
Like when you're on the wagon.
They're pulling.
I get it on the wagon.
That is awesome, Jim.
It's the good one with the big tires.
Do you think there's any chance you could train your dogs to pull it?
Or put my dogs in it.
You
too.
can.
I think no. I think it'd be better.
You
if
don't
the
have
dogs
one
pulled
already,
it.
do you?
What's that?
You didn't already have a wagon.
No, you
Does
know.
the son have a wagon?
To be honest with you,
Because if you do,
can I say the windfall that Mrs. O'Mara has received for this baby is so ridiculous. It's every day. The guys will tell you it's every single day.
It's horrifying.
It is horrifying.
gifts.
And she
testament of really the family.
We really have gotten to the point now where to get to the studio, we have to do some sideways walking.
Yeah.
I mean, the house is full of
You know,
gifts.
I'm having these yard sales, Jimmy, where I'm trying to subtract, and now, we're doing the whole addition thing where stuff's coming in every day, and I've got a lot of construction to do because I've got to put all this stuff together, including like a chair.
Woe is me. People are so generous.
Do you want to borrow my power
Maybe
screwdriver?
Junior can put the wagon together himself when he gets old enough.
I think you hear what you just said?
That would teach him to be handy. What did he say?
You said all these people are so generous, and they've gone out of the way to send you gifts, but they've given you more work.
Yes, of course.
You're an optimistic fatalist.
Perhaps I should be.
That's okay.
Perhaps I should be a little bit more grateful and look at these gifts as gifts for me,
Tokens.
as opposed to my wife.
What you should do is
or gifts for my son.
Take your right hand and put your knuckles on your forehead like
Yes.
this, and say, "Oh dear."
Oh dear, look at all this.
No,
That was good.
let me rephrase it, Oscar.
Please.
My generosity knows no bounds.
Well, no,
but anyway,
no,
yeah.
your gratitude.
My gratitude.
Yeah, what's going on?
I don't.
Is there another way?
I'm tired. Been up putting together furniture all night.
Can't you take some of the gifts and take them over to Grandma's house or whatever? So when Junior goes to visit.
Oh yeah, you could parse them out.
Sure.
You don't have to bring toys with you.
Oh, so we
like
have like a jumper seat over
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
My
Like
sister,
two
my
wagons,
sister did
one
that
over there, one over
when
here.
when the kids come to my parents' house. There is a room full of toys. Because sometimes they outgrow them or they forget about them.
Right.
So you take them to your in-laws' house so that when they get there, they play with them
And
there.
they get fresh because
Yeah,
they
yeah.
forget about the Oscar plays with them too.
Well,
I do.
Yeah, I think that's going to work out okay. But we're kind of centralized right here. As far as going to other people's houses.
yeah.
Well,
Everybody's here. That's
This is, you know what you
Where
are?
to go?
kind of way it's working.
This is this is the destination.
This is the destination.
It is.
And I am very grateful. So I'm unimaginably grateful for all the wonderful things that Carla has gotten for this pregnancy. We had one of those rare trips yesterday where she was going around just because she needed to buy her little stuff for the trip to the hospital.
Oh,
Right.
to-go bag.
And it was the to-go bag.
Yeah.
It consisted of pajamas and flip-flops.
Did it go in the
and that's
suitcase
it.
that you threw?
What about the focal point?
Thanks,
She's got to
Rob.
stare
Oh,
at.
that's not nice. We're having such a pleasant moment.
Yeah, we're having a
Speaking of
special-
pleasant moments.
Yeah, what?
Downstairs in the slave room / playroom.
Yes.
When does construction start on that?
The special party room with the 4-foot ceiling.
That's right. It's where all the people
For little kids, it's perfect.
It is. Oh, that would be good for kids.
Well, there's really no need for any construction down there. We just scrub the kid up when he comes upstairs.
hose him down.
Kind of what we're going to do.
You digging down there again, Mikey?
Why is Mikey covered in coal dust?
Michael William, stay away from the cauldron.
I can just say, going to the pediatrician, he says, "I understand, but I just haven't seen a case of black lung in 40 years."
Do you know downstairs? I've
bad.
talked about this before, early in the days of the show.
Yeah.
The downstairs, what we call the dungeon.
Yes.
In one of those rooms. Have you ever seen this?
Oh, it's scary.
It's all cleaned out now, and there is a sealed concrete cover.
The cistern, Mike. We call it the cistern, yeah.
Do you think it's a cistern?
I don't
mean,
know.
Do we know what it really is? Because I think it might be a gateway to hell.
I think what we should do is the cistern is so non-specific. Let's call it something else. Let's call it the Well of the Souls.
Al Capone's tomb.
Hello, Dr. Jones.
I don't know. I don't know what happened back in the day in this house. All I know is this house has been added on, I believe, twice. It was added onto in the 1940s, which is where the TV room is now. And then the most modern addition, just a short time back, was the addition of the kitchen. In the old days, the house ended where that fireplace is, and they had what's called a summer kitchen. And that's where it was outside where they cooked.
Oh, because
the food.
it would make the house too hot.
That's where
A lot of people still do that in
The
Manassas.
cable guy was freaked out down there because that's the only time I've ever been down there.
Right.
Because he needed my help with something. He needed like a password.
And it's 4 foot.
Yeah, I walked down there.
4 feet tall.
and
You
he
can't
was
get a
an
bend from the waist.
African American gentleman.
How does that? What does that even
What
matter?
does that have to do with anything?
He goes, why would somebody build a room like this? I said, you know why. And then we were doing like the minority thing, like slaves.
Oh, yeah,
And-
you bonded.
Yeah,
Wow.
and then he's like, he goes, this place creeps me out.
Well, no, I think it'll be fine, Mike. What we'll do, if you really want to know what that thing is, we'll call Sala. and we'll come over, we'll distract the Nazis, and at nightfall, we'll lift it, and we'll go down, we'll get the Ark of the Covenant.
I think that
Our
the bottom
faces will
line
melt.
is, are you doing an Indiana Jones?
Yes, because I'm thinking of the Well of the Souls.
Yeah.
I don't think, because the house was built in 1903, so I think the idea of slaves, not necessarily accurate.
We're the South.
But you probably had people that were working for the families here, and you see that staircase there is in the back, and also
Servants' quarters.
and that area downstairs that just
I
there's
hate
very
that.
little space.
I hate that little staircase.
Oh my God! There's a common thread between your home here and your family home in New England, in Maine, because in Maine they had like that slave room, right?
Yeah, because he's moneyed.
don't have a slave room.
He's the
Stop
moneyed.
it.
He's Mike O'Mara of the moneyed O'Maras.
I don't. God, thanks a lot. Well, hey, this was a great segment for me. We'll take a break. Come
What
back
about
with
baseball?
more. Ah, shut up. This is the Mike O'Mara Show.
Walking down the street, pretty woman, the kind I like to meet.
Hey, Rob.
Hey, Mike.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show.
Hey, Mike. Thanks.
How are you enjoying your Hulu Plus?
It's amazing. Last night, I watched all these great things. Again, I can't get past, they have every episode of Saturday Night Live, going back to the Chevy Chase days. But, Carrie had not seen the Scottsdale, Arizona bakery episode of Kitchen Nightmares.
Yes.
And it was instantly there. I said, "You've not seen it?" She says, "I could look at it on YouTube." I said, No. Let's watch it on the big screen. And 2 clicks of your remote and you're watching the show.
When Hulu came into existence, that was for streaming hit shows on your PC.
Right.
Now, with Hulu Plus, you can start your free trial of exclusive content in your living room, on your mobile device. Hulu Plus has content for your TV, your game consoles, your Blu-rays, Apple TV. You're a big one for Apple TV. You can get your Hulu Plus on
right
there
there.
as well.
It looks amazing on the big screen.
And at your fingertips, it's full seasons of your favorite shows and even full seasons of classic TV shows. I really do want to say thank you. When we get a new sponsor and they're offering something wonderful for our listeners, I really do like to get the feedback from people that are enjoying it. A lot of you have shared that with me, that you're enjoying Hulu Plus. And as Rob mentioned, Saturday Night Live, Community, Monday Night Raw.
Robert is all over the wrestling. Modern Family is great. I'm getting caught up on that.
Right now,
regulars?
this is what I love about this. They're confident in what they're giving you, so they will give you the free trial. Right now, TMOS listeners can get an extended free trial. Just click the Hulu Plus link at MikeO'MaraShow.com or go to huluplus.com/MIKE. It's not TMOS for this particular offer. We tried to get them to do it, but the fact is, it's Mike, MIKE. So please put that in there. We want them to know that you're enjoying Hulu Plus. Control what you want to watch, when you want to watch it. The list is endless, and check out Hulu Plus with your free offer.
It's great. It's really great.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Okay, getting to the whole steroid thing. Massive scandal in baseball right now concerning steroids, and it's going to grow hair. It seems like this is a real deal. Still kind of at the
I'm not surprised,
rumor stage. Major League Baseball, I think this is according to ESPN, they are planning to hand out 100-game suspensions to about 20 players, possibly more, over performance-enhancing drugs. Tony Bosch, who ran a Miami clinic called Biogenesis, is giving the league names of his alleged clients. It's funny when I have a baseball story and you play this. That antiquette. Take me out to the ball, yeah. Alex Rodriguez, top of the list.
Wow.
Ryan Braun, also on the list from the Milwaukee Brewers. This could easily turn into the biggest drug scandal in sports history.
Is it my understanding
They all
that
do it.
they've known that the list has existed for a long time? They just need to verify it's a list of ball players that doped.
I don't know whether they've done it recently. I'm not sure what the deal is with that.
The one thing I was, as far as sports is concerned, I was a baseball fan. I really was. I would collect the baseball cards. I would go to Orioles games. It was something that was out of kind of the assimilation to this country and this culture. The one thing that
your people love the baseball.
Yeah, well, my family would back me up with it. My dad would take me to Memorial Stadium.
Oh, and we saw those Puerto Ricans at the Puerto Rican baseball game too. And I think Oscar's Puerto Rican.
That's the one thing, like American growing up, that was my thing, and my parents would back up. Now, over the years, I will tell you that at first I was kind of disgusted with the steroid era. But I would say I'd rather them just legalize it, and we can watch the long balls and all the home runs. And,
the long balls.
And
are they playing at Jimmy's this Saturday?
No, but I would rather see more home runs than this, base by base baseball.
So you're somebody, and I think we've had this discussion before. I think you're somebody that says, just for entertainment value.
I liked watching that home run derby.
The Mark McGwire era.
Yes. Sammy Sosa, Mark McGwire. I love when Brady Anderson was roiding up and he was hitting bombs, you know?
But don't steroids ultimately kill the player?
Yeah.
I mean, they're bad for you.
So does alcohol.
Not so bad.
Chewing tobacco.
Look at me. I've never looked better. Smoking is bad.
But it's like, it's the same thing.
But it is illegal.
It's the same thing as doing an illegal drug. And the fact is, I like to see the guy that goes to the weight room and transforms his body that way.
They can't do it without it.
But Oscar, didn't you, when you look back, if you were to look back on that right now and you would see these guys like Barry Bonds and Mark McGwire.
Barry Bonds the dick.
But you would see these guys and it's artificial. You look at the bodies. The bodies are artificial.
Yeah,
They're
they look at
artificially
bobbleheads.
ballooned. To me, that just, that's not fun. I'm like,
to me, it's like breast implants, Mike.
I want it all to be.
What's wrong with those?
I want an even playing field. I
agree.
I think really, if a guy's going to go out and hit 60 bombs because of the fact that he is juicing, and the other guys are playing by the rules, it's not. Even though it's entertainment, it's still the honor of athletic competition.
Okay, how would you feel? Let me jump in real quick to follow up on that, Mike. How would you feel then if they somehow legalized it and made it a level playing field by everyone's allowed to juice? Then would you be okay with it?
You know why that question's not appropriate is because it can do damage to people's
Just
bodies.
talking in theory. Just talking in theory.
If they all could use it, look, if they all got there because they took vitamins and a certain weight program got them all bulked up, I'd be fine with it. But it's cheating.
Okay.
That's the only way I can look at it. It's cheating, and that's what bothers me about the whole thing. I don't want some guy that is cheating and he's on another team to come in and hit 6 home runs in a weekend against my team.
Mike,
I
agree with you. The only problem I have is that if this is the first time we've been going through this, and we've gone through this as fans, and we've gone through this as spectators, or even a general principle of the league itself saying, these are the rules and regulations. This is how we're going to address them. Baseball supposed to have the most, and again, they pride themselves the strictest substance abuse policy out of the 4 major sports. Out of all the 4 major sports, they still have this problem, and clearly people can't get to this level of performance without those drugs.
CNN reports that this is potentially the worst drug abuse case in the history of baseball. The league declined to comment. They're saying 20 suspensions instead of 100 like the other report had.
Okay.
The league declined to comment to CNN, but confirmed that an investigation is in the work. Baseball's highest paid player, New York Yankee Alex A-Rod Rodriguez, as well as Ryan Braun of the Brewers, are among those facing suspension. That's according to ESPN. Both have denied using performance-enhancing drugs. We haven't talked about this. The fact is, if they did do this since the whole Mark McGwire thing came down, they're idiots. You're right. Stop doing this.
And this also benefits the team.
David Ortiz also, they've been speculating. I know Dan Shaughnessy in the Boston Globe was speculating that David Ortiz, because he's on a tear this year, and he had these bad Achilles, which apparently is a tell about performance-enhancing drugs. Who knows?
You know what? It's so strange because I look at
I have a bad Achilles, too, and the tell is I'm fat.
If you could take HGH,
Mike has been juicing with actual juice.
Take away, how about this?
Sugary juice.
Take away your hate for the New York Yankees.
Yes.
And if you had the opportunity to have an A-Rod in his prime on your team, on the Boston Red Sox, would you take him?
No. Not if he was tainted. If I knew he was tainted, I wouldn't want that. Because you got to pay the piper.
You had Manny.
But ultimately you got to pay. Yeah, but I didn't. If I had the information, no, I don't want the tainted player. Because ultimately, look at the whole career of Mark McGwire. I mean, it's gone. It's not relevant anymore.
Yeah,
he's not going to be in the Hall of Fame.
A paycheck. He's still in the league technically.
But it's still, people make the argument that, you know what? I think here's the difference. I think the difference is I've grown up, and that my teams, some of these guys that I root for, it's such a big emotional part of my life, like the Red Sox and even to a certain extent the Washington Capitals.
Big baseball fan.
I love, my teams, and I love the honor of it, and I love I know it sounds trite and it sounds maybe jive to say, but Jimmy's the same way. You love the honor of your teams, the history, the fact that your fathers and your brothers, and you have that thread going through, and winning and hitting home runs is a part of that, but at the same time, it's the quest. It's
to
going
speak
there.
to that. When I've worked with you now for over 20 years, and for many of those 20 years, I watched you relishing the misery of a losing Red Sox team.
We had a couple that used to come into, a man and his son that used to come into the restaurant, and we'd have the NFL Sunday ticket. And Jimmy knows how this works. You have all the TVs with different games on a Sunday. And at O'Mara's, we used to have this backroom TV that was put on, and every single Sunday we had the Detroit Lions on. And they came in, this white-haired man and his son, and they would watch the game till the very end if they were getting their asses handed to them. And, that to me is
kind
the
of
joy.
like the Bills fans.
It is, but it's the way it is.
The
That's
Bills
the
and the
real.
Lions
And for people that think
never had steroids.
For people that think, hey, as long as he's on my team, I'm happy. You don't understand that. No, it's not what it's about.
Yeah, but the game
it's the quest that
is
it's
it capable of being clean? We just went through this 5-6 years ago.
Don't they do drug testing on these guys?
It's always capable, but they're going to have to revamp
But they're
the
never
system.
going to be clean.
I'm trying to find that out.
Clearly, you have to cheat to do something spectacular within the confines of baseball.
Because I think
Ted Williams didn't.
There are
please.
There are plenty of guys. What you think? Ted they didn't have steroids back in.
It was an
Williams?
easier game.
It was not.
It was not.
Yeah, the competition wasn't even there.
It was not an easier
Please.
game. You mallet.
Just because you name a tunnel after somebody doesn't mean he's great.
Oh no! You blasphemer! Blasphemer! Louder! Oh, ye Bolivian blasphemer!
Yeah, that tunnel leaks. I've been through it.
You will not tarnish the name of Ted Williams.
That's right.
A couple years ago, I had a leak.
Here we go.
Cast thy out, Oscar Santana. You have besmirched the name of the great Ted Williams. I cast you out. I cast you, demon, out.
The Splendid Splinter, everybody.
Come back, Oscar.
What team, because you are not really a sports guy, what team, is there any team that you live
that I care about
and die?
The Baltimore Ravens.
Not care about.
Yeah. Just because they're winners?
Liar.
Why?
It's because you know somebody on there.
That's right. He knows.
I can't help it if I know celebrities.
They're all on.
He knows.
Actually, you could help it.
He knows Dominica Nika.
Hey, easy.
Dominica Nika.
Foxworth,
That was
yeah.
the song. Dominique Foxworth is the DB. Is he ever going to play again for the Ravens?
No, he's NFL. He's retired. He's NFLPA president.
So he's
now.
out now.
He's going to Harvard Business School in the fall.
Right. Yeah, but
So now he's rooting for Harvard.
They said when they did the
Great
documentary
quarterbacks.
called "The Reverse of the Curse of the Bambino," they had in the
I know the history.
They said the Red Sox are a team of memory. You are a man who comes into the studio with either a Red Sox T-shirt or a Yankees T-shirt.
It all depends on my mood of the day, Mike.
He's brown nosing you.
Rob found the music.
I have a cool baseball fact.
You have a baseball fact?
I have a very cool baseball fact. Can I share it?
Yeah.
My wife's grandpa pitched for the Milwaukee Brewers in the 1930s, Lefty Kesnick.
Really?
He struck out Babe Ruth. He was the first left-handed pitcher to strike out the Babe.
How come the Buffalo area doesn't have a baseball team?
We have the Buffalo Bisons. They are a farm team for the New York Mets.
AAA?
I don't know. Nobody ever goes or watches.
Do you think Buffalo up there in the Great White North, do you think they could support a baseball team up there?
Probably not.
Probably not?
No.
It's just hockey and football.
It's hockey and football. It used to be basketball. We used to have the Braves.
The Buffalo Braves, they're like the
Where are they now?
1960s, right?
It's 70s, 80s.
What would you think? Would you, if the Buffalo
90s.
Bills...
They're the Clippers now.
If the Buffalo Bills, and I think in the NFL it's like different rules too, because they're all juiced.
Don't depress me
Aren't they
about
all
the Bills.
juiced in the NFL?
No, I wish they would be.
I mean, look at those guys. You think
Now, again, the only reference point I have is Dominique. I remember after his rookie year, he walked out of a game, and what they do is they spot test you. So he walked in a room, got almost completely naked. They took all his, they took his blood, they test all his vitals, and then they tell you within like a day if you've tested positive for anything. He said that it was kind of, he felt like cattle. He said he's never felt like a piece of meat before, like when that happens.
I will tell you, you were asking why does this keep happening, and I will tell you.
Please tell me.
This might be the answer here.
It's not my Beckett monthly baseball card prices.
New York outfielder Vernon Wells was discouraged by the scandal, and he said, "We've done so much as a group to try to rid ourselves of conversations like this," he said. In spite of advances in drug testing, this is not a quote, in spite of advances in drug testing, new doping techniques designed to avoid detections keep coming. That's according
Technology
to Wells.
is working against each other.
Says there's always someone out there trying to beat the system from a medical standpoint.
Yeah, suppositories.
But as a player, you don't have to take it. You have to seek that out.
Yeah, you got to be a bad guy.
Yeah, you have to seek. I mean, I imagine people offer it to you, but you really have to seek it out and make a conscious decision to work against the system.
You know, I'm sitting there last night, and I turn on the Red Sox-Rangers game, and the Red Sox score the most runs they've scored all year. They beat the Rangers by 17 runs. 17 to 5, not 17 runs. They scored the 17 runs in the game. And I'm just enjoying my little baseball moment with that, and then you read about this, and it wears me out. It runs me down a little bit. It's kind of a sad situation.
Do hockey players do steroids?
I don't think so, Jimmy. I really don't. I don't think that's, you look at the bodies.
I've never seen a scandal.
You look at the bodies on Mark McGuire, Bobby Bonds.
Bobby Bobblehead.
And Barry Bonds,
Barry
I should
Bonds.
say.
Bobby Bonds is his
Bobblehead
disc jockey
Bonds.
brother.
No, Bobby Bonds was a great player in his own right. Played for, I think,
He got me
San
out of jail
Francisco.
once.
Who?
Bobby Bonds.
Will you stop?
He's very excited.
I think you're thinking of Bobby Bonilla.
No, Barry Bonds and Bobby Bonilla and Bobby Bonds both played in the major leagues as well. But you look at these guys, and they all have that kind of look where they look like action figures that you would see in a store. They don't look normal. So we'll see how big this scandal is. It might grow hair, it might not. I'm not sure.
I think if they're on steroids, they automatically grow hair, don't they?
No, I think they lose hair.
They lose hair. Forgive me. Maybe that's my problem.
And their testicles shrink.
Oh,
Yes.
certainly not my problem.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time now for this, a very special part of the program.
Oh, good.
I give you the Chris Christie report with Rob Spiewak.
He is a grand politician, Mike.
You are pulling this out of your ass.
And here's the deal, is that they needed to replace a state senator in New Jersey. And what he's opted to do is hold a special election.
All right, hold on.
To remove himself from it.
You're ill prepared. It's not a state senator.
It's not?
It's a United States senator.
Oh, I left out the United.
It's Frank Lautenberg.
Yes.
He
He's
died.
a Jew, and he...
What does that have to do with anything?
Just making it clear, and he passed, and the
This
family
is your
sat
guy.
Shiva.
This is your guy that I think you're going to be like campaign manager for. Are you even following it?
Yes, what happened is he did not want...
There it is. I love this song, by the way.
What did you do last night?
It's a great song.
Last night, I surfed the Facebook.
The Facebook.
He did.
Big night.
Yeah.
Made dinner.
Right.
And,
Did you follow this steroid scandal at all?
No.
Why did you think Frank Lautenberg was a state senator?
I assumed he was. So
I
what
thought
happened?
you said that Chris Christie was going to be the next president of the United States.
Everything I've said up to now has not conflicted with
He's
that.
ripped through those bands, right?
Can I
He
ask
has
you,
to.
Is he skinny yet?
In a sentence or two, could you tell us why you believe he will be the next president of the United States?
Yes, because America loves a victory. And what happened... Because of the political climate right now, we are past having military heroes that we can vote for. We're not going to have another Eisenhower. We're not going to have another general that runs for president. So what do we look at for a victor? Is a man who has fought an enemy much more insidious than Al Qaeda, and
that's fun to talk with that music behind you.
That's that's the enemy called fat.
It's an enemy.
We have met the enemy, and it is here, and it is called obesity. I've fought it for many years. You have too.
Yes,
many
I have.
of us have.
Yes,
and
it's
there
a
are those
battle.
who win,
Never-ending battle.
and those who lose. But the ultimate victor is the man who once was fat, but is now thin.
Right.
And you take desperate measures to make this happen. Some diet, some exercise.
Right.
Some have invasive surgery.
Switch to vodka.
But what's going to happen?
When is he up for re-election with his gubernatorial situation?
His gubernatorial election is this November, I believe, and he's trying to separate himself from it.
Do you know for sure?
I do not. He had two plans. One was to run the special election, and the other was to appoint a senator.
Right.
And what he was going to appoint was Famous Amos.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the Chris Christie report from Rob Spiewak.
Rob Spiewak.
We are
ladies and
following
gentlemen.
all details. Stay tuned for further updates.
All right.
Fantastic. And the best use of Rob's new theme that we've had so far. Without further ado, next week when we are gone, and Jimmy and I are going to Laconia for Bike Week.
Now it's been announced!
Yeah, Jimmy and I are going to go to Bike Week in Laconia, New Hampshire next week.
Business trip, right?
Be ready, like 5 o'clock Monday morning. Early start.
Sunday morning.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of
Gotta
fun.
ask Mo.
When I gotta, yeah.
So while we're gone next week, you will have the pleasure of listening to the Mike O'Mara Raw series.
Yeah.
If you buy all 3 of the shows, you get the Spring Break home movies as well, and you'll enjoy it. Let's have a segment from Spring Break Raw 2013, Rob Spiewak.
This was chosen on purpose today because it has our buddy Jimmy in it. Now, a lot of the highlights in the past, I've spotlighted the 3rd episode where everyone is cranky and crabby and crispy.
I was in the middle of all that.
This is from episode 1. As a matter of fact, very close to the beginning of episode 1.
I was uncomfortable.
And
there.
you can actually see here, Mike, how at the very beginning of the trip, everyone's in a great mood.
The Mike O'Mara Show's Raw Spring Break 2013. When you'll hear Mike O'Mara say,
Okay, so it's the 2 fucking young guys. It's Ronick being fucking half an hour late. It's fucking Oscar. You were not fucking here on time. That's a lie. I was. You were not. And Oscar with his fucking phone left at his fucking car, so we got a fucking late start, which I don't fucking like. And who gave fucking Cerrito the keys?
I'm a little uncomfortable. Oh my gosh, see? I told you. I told you.
Remember, 3 hours of uncensored, entertaining hilarity, and it's available next week. Make sure you check it out.
My apologies to everybody listening. We'll take a break, come back with news you may not need right here on the Mike O'Mara Show. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, everybody. This segment of our program is brought to you by our good friends at the Oakton Wine Shop.
The best.
It's their 2nd anniversary Festivus.
Festival.
I know. I felt like saying Festivus.
Time for the airing of the grievances.
All to benefit Amy's Army. Taste more than 40 wines from around the world, along with their delicious cheeses and salami. And that is this Friday, June 7th and 8th. They are located at 123 and 100 Mill Road in Oakton. Oakton Wine Shop always offers hundreds of hand-selected wines and hand-picked brews. And to celebrate their 2nd anniversary, stop by on June 8th for their exclusive cupcake tasting.
Cupcakes.
For more information,
Special appearance by Governor Christie.
Isn't Oakton Wine Shop near Herndon?
it's near Herndon.
So they can do to both events.
Absolutely, you
Why
can do
not?
both events and make a day of it. Go out to Oakton and then
Little
come
wine
by and
over
see us.
here.
Follow Oakton Wine Shop on Twitter and Facebook, or give them a call at 703-255-5425. That is the Oakton Wine Shop.
Why do we make it a stop for all the bikes?
I think it's a great. It's a little late for that,
Little
Jimmy.
late.
But I really thought we got through the first part of that okay, and then you effed it up. But that's all right.
From around the globe, across the nation, looking through your
That's
neighbor's
what I
window.
do.
The Mike O'Mara Show now presents News You May Not Need. A comprehensive look at the stories you may or may not be talking about during your daily activity. And now, News You May Not Need.
A 5.6 magnitude earthquake struck off the coast of Hawaii's Big Island on Tuesday, but there were no immediate reports of damage or injury. Did you know about that?
Heard about it, yes.
No tsunami was generated either. Thank God for that. That's a spokesman for the governor. He said that. The U.S. Geological Survey reported that the earthquake struck in the Pacific Ocean 33 miles southeast of Pahala on the Big Island of Hawaii.
We know that
would
Bob
freak me out if I was
Bob
there.
Seska is okay and my Uncle Bruce is okay, so I assume everything is fine.
Hey, Bob Seska, keep being liberal. Speaking of liberals, Michelle Obama won't abide demonstrations during her speeches. This is a quote from the First Lady. One of the things that I don't do well is this. She said that as she was speaking at a Democratic National Committee fundraiser.
Yes.
As a protester began yelling during her speech on Tuesday. So I guess she was a little crispy and a little cranky. She left the lectern.
Yeah.
Mrs. Obama moved toward the shouter and told the crowd they could, quote, listen to me, or you can take the microphone, but I'm leaving. You all decide. You have one choice.
Wow, with her moods.
Bitchy.
Yeah, she went all Obama on
I was
him.
going to say, with that mood and the way she keeps her arms fit, is she juicing?
The crowd made clear they wanted the First Lady to stay and for the protester to go, which is exactly what happened.
That's not how I voted, Mike. I voted for the protester.
You know, I think really when you're talking about the First Lady and the President and you get that heckler, we don't want them to handle a heckler like you would a stand-up comedian, but you do have to kind of have, it doesn't bother me, that attitude.
Yeah, how about you get somebody, the Secret Service, to go and shimmy them out?
Yeah.
Tackle the guy.
Even better, what if you hired for the
Gag 'em.
Secret Service Mickey from 98 Rock?
How much pain would you be willing to take to lose a ton of weight in 1 month? There is a new surgery that really pushes the limit. A surgeon in Beverly Hills, Rob Spiewak. His name is
Rob Lowe.
Nicholas Shugay. Chugay. He has come up with a patch.
Wow.
Hold it, Mike, I'm sorry. I tuned out for a moment. Can I get a reread on the name?
His name is Nicholas Shugay.
You bet it is.
And he has come up with a patch that's sewn onto your tongue.
Oh, no!
Wow.
And it leads to major weight loss, but it also leads to major pain, and that's pretty expensive. The patch is the size of a postage stamp, and it's made out of the same plastic
That's no fun.
they use to make hula hoops.
Of course it is. Hey, I lost weight thanks to Whammo.
It is attached to the tongue with 6 stitches and can cause swelling, severe pain, and trouble talking.
Well, I mean, is it just a patch because your mouth hurts you can't eat?
Well, it says because you can only drink liquids and you stick to a strict regimen, you can lose up to, they put the specific, you're 30 pounds.
Wow.
Have a plastic hula hoop sewed to your tongue so you can lose 30 pounds.
You can't order food.
I was going to say, that's not my scene, Daddy.
You can only-
Not my cup of tea, babe.
You can only keep the patch on for 1 month because otherwise your tongue tissue will start growing over it.
Oh, no.
Gotta get your tongue circumcised.
Isn't it like the same thing would be just putting a clothespin on your tongue, just making so you can't use your mouth.
No fun in the bedroom.
Here's the best part, the procedure.
lots.
It costs $2,000.
Wow.
And only about 60 people have gotten it in
pitch in.
In the 4 years since Shugay started offering it. The procedure has not been FDA approved.
Shocking.
And it could put you at a real risk for infection or possibly even permanent damage. But hey, 30 pounds in 1 month.
For any pictures
I
of
tell
it?
you what you need to do is watch out for any plastic surgeon that prepares for a procedure by going to Toys R Us.
If you're a guy and you still got your hair, or a woman who doesn't understand why going bald is such a big deal to men, maybe these statistics will give you a clue. Check out these numbers from a new survey on baldness.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll listen to this.
Do bald.
13% of bald men say when they first started feeling truly bald, it affected their relationship.
Ooh.
We only have one person to really double-check this with right here.
It's never really affected my relationship. Thank you,
4% take it even further and say they went temporarily insane.
though. No, not temporarily. Certainly not.
When they lost their hair.
Months of denial, but no insanity.
25% of bald men would give up a pay raise this year to get their hair back. Wow.
No.
Oh, more than that, I imagine.
No, I'll shave it off.
17% would give up sex for a year to get their hair back.
No.
Most of them do anyway.
30. That's good, Jimmy. I like that.
I'll be here till the end of the show.
36% would give up their favorite football team.
Oh, God, yeah.
It doesn't really apply
That's
to you.
easy if you're from Buffalo.
And 38% would give up alcohol for a year.
Never.
Oh, yeah,
Never.
that's fair.
A year?
A year.
Shave my head
to get
right
all
now.
my hair back?
To get all your hair back.
And my forehead?
Everything. All your hair back.
Yeah, I'd go into talks about that.
Really? You'd
I would,
think about giving up the booze?
I mean, because now that I'm shaving my head and I really realize the amount of surface area where there's no friction when the razor goes over it, we're fighting a losing battle up there, boys.
This is a weird survey.
I have a bald spot.
It says finally 10% of bald men would give up a year of their life to get their hair back.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it would have to be
What?
the year of 8th grade.
Yeah, which year?
A town in Spain has come up with a hilarious new way to crack down on dog owners who don't pick up their dog poo. Volunteers figure out who they are, learn the dog's name and breed, find the person's address in a pet database, then mail them the poop.
Oh.
That's great.
Since they started doing this, street poop has dropped by a total of 70%.
And it saved the post office.
Wow. And now, a little
gross.
something.
Love this.
On Saturday night, 18-year-old Brittany Minder of Silverdale, Washington, went to her high school prom.
Well, I have a photo of her, Mike.
Do you really?
I do.
Oh,
Can we
you
get a
do?
shot of it?
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, isn't she hot?
Or at least she
that
tried
really
to.
her?
Brittany says she was turned away at the door because her breasts are too big.
Yes.
Here's what happened. Brittany wore a strapless dress that showed off quite a bit of cleavage. She says, quote, I feel that it's because I'm bigger chested and there is more cleavage that you can see, and there's really nothing I could do about that.
Things are big.
But according to, I love this name of the high school, according to the Central Kitsap High School dress code.
Yes, of course. Central Kitsap is in the middle of northern and southern Kitsap.
Is it in the mountains?
Students can only wear strapless dresses as long as their cleavage, midriff, and lower back are covered. Brittany's dad says, quote, a girl like Brittany shouldn't have to go to a dance in a burlap sack because she's large busted.
Yeah, I agree.
Her mom says, quote,
all women are not.
What?
All women are not created equal.
This is true.
And you can't compare. You can't compare a golf ball to a grapefruit.
Oh, Brittany.
Eventually, the chaperones agreed to let her go in if she wore a shawl over her chest and shoulders. She stayed for about an hour, but left because, quote,
I felt self-conscious, and they took the magic out of the night.
Mom and Dad want an apology, and I want a frame for that picture.
Wow.
We will take a break.
I was surprised. I thought she went to Valley High.
We will take a break, come back with Rob Spiewak and the Magic Audio Vault right after this, everybody.
You know I like my girls a little bit older. I just want to use your love tonight.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, brought to you by Avalera. If you are confused by the sales taxes that are existing throughout this great nation of ours, we don't like our taxes. We don't think they're great.
No.
Anyone who has ever owned or worked for a business that sells products or services, you know that sales tax laws in this country can be frightening. Avalera is here to help you. There are 11,000 taxing jurisdictions in the U.S. They all have different rules.
Everything's different everywhere.
If you're selling products or services in more than one place over the Internet, you need the help, the sales tax help that Avalera can provide for you. Please get it right. Let the experts at Avalera help you right now.
When?
Right now.
It's a great time.
It is the premier sales tax software for all businesses. If you are a TMOS listener, you can call today. Avalera is offering another one of these wonderful free trials.
So great.
A free 60-day trial, 2 months with no obligation. Go to salestaxrescue.com today and get the tax help you need. That's salestaxrescue.com or call 800-256-3139. That's 800-256-3139. Please stop worrying. Talk to the experts at Avalera today. It is easy. It makes sense. And you can get started right now at salestaxrescue.com or 800-256-3139. 3139. We're going to open up the audio vault, but before we do that, Jimmy, I know you wanted to give a shout out to a
just
family
a shout out to my cousin Randy Pierce, who is fighting daily for his life. Love you, Randy. Hang in there. Go get him, baby.
Yeah, we'll say a prayer for Randy.
Thank you.
Really hang in there,
He's
brother.
the best.
And we're
He's
thinking
going
about
through
you.
hell. You have no idea.
Okay,
bad.
This is a relative of yours.
My mom's side of the family, we have 14 blood cousins.
Wow.
And he is the eldest male, and he is in Pittsburgh ICU. And his kidneys have failed. He's got heart issues, lung issues.
That's too bad, Jimmy.
And, that's
Okay.
it. Love you, Randy. Thanks for raising me.
Much love, much love.
Hang
Go
in there,
Bills.
Randy. Let's get to the Magic Audio Vault. Take it away, Rob Spiewak.
I have been blessed by so many listeners. I got so much love yesterday for playing Cody, that dog. You know, Cody, the screaming dog. Mm-hmm. More dog tapes for you, Mike, because I know you love dog tapes.
I love dog tapes.
This is Fred. Fred is a bulldog. Fred thinks he's an elephant. And I think the movie that they're watching is my favorite named movie, We Bought a Zoo. Because really, once you see the title of that movie, do you need to see the movie? Because they bought a zoo.
They bought a zoo, you know the plot.
But you see that there's an elephant screaming on the screen. You will hear the elephant scream, then you will hear a bulldog mimicking the elephant. That's the elephant. Hope so.
The dog?
It's a bulldog.
I can hear these every day.
It's so absorbent and strong.
So that's the bulldog that thinks he's an elephant. He's a pachyderm, my friend. I love it. That's Fred.
What the hell was that?
Well, he is a bulldog after all.
Oh, that came out of the other end.
Those squish-faced breeds. Now, we've been flirting for the past couple weeks with the Bill Hader character, Herb Welch.
I love
and
Herb Welch.
Just for you to hear just a little bit, I love when Mike does this.
Okay, now, wait a minute, Herb. Why don't we ask her a little more about the robbery? Like, what time was it?
What was that?
What time was it?
Oh, all right. What time is it?
Now, we've heard that tape and we've also heard this next tape, but it's been a while, and I happened on it, and I see we need to hear this again. This is WNYW, which is the Fox 5 in New York City.
This is the original tape.
This is the original tape.
Was based on.
Yeah, and it's Jim Ryan, who is the straight-laced anchor, talking to Dick Oliver, who is the field reporter.
Now, Dick Oliver is the character, is the reporter that Herb Welch was based on. This is an old, grizzled reporter that doesn't like that this anchor man is kind of directing him in the field, and you hear this exchange where they don't like each other.
It's so genuine.
Now, Herb Welch is over the top, but
Yeah.
this is what it was really based on.
Remember what Herb Welch says. I'm not going to take orders for my haircut. But here's Jim Ryan and Dick Oliver.
I've got to go now. I want to thank you both. Thank you. All right, it's back to you, Jim.
Ollie, don't let her go away. That's what. Does she have a response to that? Is she still there?
What's that?
Did the lady just leave?
Yeah.
Oh, that's too bad. We should have kept that discussion.
She's back if you want her.
Yes.
She heard you.
Yes.
What'd you like to know?
I'd like to know a response to what the gentleman said. The gentleman's a very effective spokesperson for the company, but obviously the people who live there are not satisfied with his explanation.
Right. So what do you want now?
Oh. Well, if I have to teach you how to be a reporter, Ollie, I'll do that later.
Oh, why don't you do that later, Jim? I think the lady expressed herself, and you're not here, you're there. Is there any question you'd like me to ask her?
And no, I'll give you lessons on how to become a reporter later.
Well, I'll
on.
give you some lessons on how to be an editor, because I was your boss once.
Yeah, you were, and are no longer. How did that happen?
Well, I don't know.
Here's Ernabel DeMillo.
And I love he just does the throw.
I've never heard that in my life.
Oh, you got to watch it.
You know, since you brought it up,
Snap.
There is a little feud. It's Philadelphia television.
Yes.
That's floating around the internet, and I don't know if it translates to audio.
I tried it this morning. It doesn't really because there's a lot of faces.
It is so bitchy, though. This weather reporter
Who is older. The weather lady is older.
And a really hot anchor lady, and they just are kind of snipping at each other, and it's acceptable, and it looks like maybe they're in on the joke, but maybe they're not.
I think they hate each other.
And that's what makes it special.
Yeah.
You know, is it, well, you have a halo. Well, I guess you're getting attention. Well, that's the only way you'll get it is if you mention it. You know, they're just going back and forth.
There's a lot of drinking jokes.
Maybe tomorrow, Rob. Maybe tomorrow we
We'll
throw
yank
that
it?
out there
Yeah,
just
all
to
right.
see what happens.
We'll do that. Now we go to Cal State Fullerton at a baseball game, and a guy is up to bat and takes a slider to a place where you don't want to ever get hit with a baseball.
Oh, boy.
And I like the way the play-by-play guy handles it.
Delayed steal execution by Waller. Oh, and it hit him right in the midsection, if you know what I mean.
Oh.
I think Austin is trying to walk it off. I'll tell you, I'm sorry, I don't mean to walk it off. I think I'd have to walk around the globe to walk that one off.
Wow. They don't make a get well card for that, do they?
Hey, your buddy Brian Williams had a story last night that I hadn't heard. Do you know what the newest thing you can get on Amazon is?
What's that?
Groceries.
Amazon started out life as a bookstore on the web. That didn't last long. Now there are a few things you can't order from them, soon to include milk, bread, and eggs. The company has been testing a service called Amazon Fresh in Seattle. Reports say they are ready to expand to at least 20 other urban areas initially, coming after the others in the web grocery delivery business.
Yeah.
Please get your groceries through MikeOMerico.com.
Yeah, please. We have the best brown eggs.
Thank you.
You know you can subscribe to actual kind of goods. Like, for example, I get protein bars sent to me every month at the same time. through
Seriously?
Amazon.
That's awesome.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, please go to MikeOMerico.com.
Who are you?
I'm Brian Williams.
Do I have to teach you how to be a reporter?
I was your boss once.
All right, now, what did Neil Armstrong say when he set foot on the moon?
He got off the LEM module, put his foot down into the space dust, and he said, "Holy shit!"
No, don't you mustn't say that.
I'm sorry.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I just, Rob, a setup like that, I got to go with the profanity.
Yeah, and here's what he says. He says,
One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
but ever since then, Neil Armstrong has claimed he did not say one small step for man. He says he said one small step for a man. And a recent study says he might be telling the truth.
And it is official, everyone, 44 years after Neil Armstrong stepped on the moon. What he really said was one small step for a man. Listen.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Even if you can't hear it, a new study says buried in that tape is a man. Armstrong always insisted he said a man, and experts say it's just muffled by his Midwestern accent.
Do you buy that?
They make such a big deal about that.
Yeah.
But
Who cares?
he went on. I was around. I remember watching it on black and white TV. He went on after that, and we've got the tape.
Oh, we have more of it? Yeah, okay.
Travis Houston. I have a turtle head poking out.
No way! Oh, no. He didn't. All right. And we close with, the Michael Douglas throat cancer story continues.
Yes.
Here's Conan's take on that.
Michael Douglas is now denying that oral sex caused his throat cancer.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, all his former girlfriends are denying his oral sex caused anything.
That, Mike, that is your magic audio ball.
Thank you very much, Rob. We've got to get out of here. Our show today was brought to you by Man Grates, everybody. The Man Grate Grill Enhancement System. Father's Day is coming up fast. Your dad needs Man Grates, and so do you. Man Grates brings steakhouse quality to your house. Go to mangrate.com. All you have to do is enter the code TMOS, and you get our special price, just $19.99, and the custom grill brush as well. The Man Grate Grill Enhancement System. Jimmy Cerrito, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having us. Let's have a great day Saturday.
We can't wait to see everybody.
Don't forget, it's at Jimmy's Old Town Tavern. That's where the Ride for the Warriors ends up with a fantastic all-you-can-eat buffet, and in the alley, music all day long.
Prizes!
Phenomenal
Mike
weather.
playing drums.
And a raffle. It's
Mike
gonna be
drinking
great.
O'Doul's.
Join us at Patriot Harley Davidson, 8 o'clock in the morning. We'd love to see you there at 8 a.m. at Patriot this coming Saturday. It's going to be a tremendous day. If you want to correspond with the Mike O'Mara Show, send it to P.O. Box 3, Manassas, Virginia, 20108. We'll see you next time for another fabulous show. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Happy birthday, Mikey. My brother. Love you.
Now that the show's over, don't forget to sign up for your free trial of Hulu Plus and start watching your favorite hit shows right now. Go to MikeO'MaraShow.com and click the Hulu Plus banner for your extended free trial, or go to HuluPlus.com/Mike. Again, click the Hulu Plus banner on MikeO'MaraShow.com or go to HuluPlus.com/Mike.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.